So, um, we all know you need resources, right? Revenue streams. So I think adding Guy Robertson as the associate athletic director for external relations, trying to create that fundraising side and that public relations with local officials and companies and externals, it is really, really important. You talk about things that you think you should be doing and others are doing. The opportunity to do that is one. Um, we used to do game management with coaches helping with that. We've slowly moved our model to where Ruben Stevenson, who does all of those pieces, has two interns. So he's got, you know, two folks who have a little bit of a background, have the sports management piece, and they're going to come and they're going to learn, and there's going to be a co-curricular piece there, and they're going to help him do those pieces, and that'll free coaches up to actually coach and recruit, and they won't have that second duty. So that's a big piece. Um, you know, we've worked on strengthening the senior women's administrator position. So there were a lot of clerical tasks that were left in, or that were a part of Crystal Redinger's job. And we've worked those into a part-time clerical position. So those structural pieces need to continue to be evolved. Having an assistant AD for compliance and certification, I didn't realize what I could leverage with having a person who was high functioning in that space, doing that job all the time. The data and stuff that we're going to be able to gather from our compliance software and from the recruiting, and looking at what does the big funnel look like and how does it taper from an enrollment standpoint in athletics and numbers and stuff like that. What does the student athlete generate from a revenue standpoint for the university? What are we discounting through our grant and aid? All of those things are just things that I think are going to continue to evolve as I become aware of those things, and we assess them and look at them over the years. Yeah, so my office last year was notorious for, I had these large banners that were 3 to 5 feet long, and it outlined every month. We were fortunate in that Strategic Edge, the consulting group that we chose, has done this with several other institutions, so they've got some templates and so on and so forth. Um, I've got a little bit of a background from a manufacturing environment where we did some Kaizen and some Six Sigma type things and planning along those lines, and I took some of that, um, and asked Noah Becker to create the wall charts for me for tracking and stuff like that. And what I really wanted was, I wanted this ongoing visual that everybody who was involved in this process could see that here are the tasks at hand, and we're checking them off and we're making progress. But there are these 30 or 40 others that are coming in the next 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, so that we could continue to move forward, and we were hitting deadlines and goals, and we had these sheets that we could update things that as we were talking we needed to add in, and we knew we needed to do. So it had to be kind of a structured schedule, but it had to live and breathe too, right? So we had to adjust, and we had to. I mean, we got behind right away, because we were, about 3-4 weeks behind hiring Eric, our compliance guy. The search just took longer than what we anticipated. I basically told him, look, day one, you're full go. We'll worry about getting you orientated to everything else. I need you to write a compliance manual starting on day one, and we'll learn your name, and we'll show you where the bathroom is along the way. So you kind of adjust on the fly with that.